Hey, how you doing? This is Joe Stump, and you're watching CMS TV. Pay attention.
So proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh!
A happy Wednesday to you all. Chris, how are you, my friend?
I am good. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic.
Yes. Till I made you completely depressed with the news I sent you, right?
We'll get into that shortly, but I am 3 days away from vacation. There's not much you can do to drag me down, other than the fact that I'm convinced that I will fall, break a leg, get COVID 3.0, or something bad will happen before I leave for my trip. So...
Well, at least you have less possibility of breaking a leg than, say, I do.
Yeah, it's true. I have a 1 and 2 shot now.
That's right.
Take
that as a positive.
I am. I'm actually very excited about that. So yes, less of a chance of breaking a leg.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm excited about going. Like, I'm excited to get the show done and go. To work next couple of days, and then it's like. Then that vacations are, man. Like, as soon as you start it, it's over.
Yeah, I know. You get there on the Monday, and everybody does the same thing. You get there on the Monday, and you're like, "Oh, this is going to be so great. I'm going to have all this time off. I'm going to be. Oh man, it's Friday morning. What happened?
It's over already." But I did something today that I was very happy about because my wife and I don't know, we haven't. It's been like last year when we went to Disney, dude. I was like super pumped, dude, because I was going to Disney. I was going to go on the Star Wars rides. I'm a geek like that. I'm a nerd.
Sure.
And a little bit like that, anyways. I mean, like my desk right here that I'm on right now has literally just a stack of Superman memorabilia surrounding me.
Right.
And then my dresser downstairs has a stack of Star Wars memorabilia surrounding me. So it's like Star Wars, Superman. That's my stuff. And so, going to Disney, going to the Star Wars rides and all that was like so cool for me. Like, it was like bucket list stuff.
Sure.
And we're going to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Not exactly high on my list of bucket list places to go.
Right.
But, we went to Vegas. We got married in Vegas 20 years ago next week. And we didn't want to, we've been to Vegas like 3 or 4 times. I didn't feel like going to Vegas again. And now with the leg, walking around Vegas is it would be just a nightmare for me.
Sure.
And so we wanted to go somewhere where at least we could just kind of Uber around a little bit and do our thing.
Okay.
And so I'm looking forward to it. But one thing I was not looking forward to is the hotel.
Okay.
Because when I looked for a hotel a couple months back, I was like, dude, I'm trying to find something that looks like it's going to be an okay hotel, but not break the bank.
Okay, yeah.
Because I mean, obviously I can't afford that kind. I got credit cards and crap like that, but I don't want to blow the bank on,
You don't want to spend your 1 week away for the entire year at the Super 8, but
I
you don't want to spend $400 a night either.
Right. And so, I booked this thing. It was called should I say the name of the hotel? I think it's
Go ahead. Why not? You're going there.
Cambria Suites or something like that.
Okay.
And I mean, it was like reasonably priced, but not cheap, not a budget hotel, but not an expensive kind of thing.
Sure.
But the more I thought about it, it just looks like every other hotel. It's a chain thing, and it just didn't really excite me. It's just kind of there. It's kind of there on the road, and it just didn't excite me all that much. And so I really was not looking forward to this trip all that much. And so today I decided I'm either going to find a new city to go to. I know it's last minute, or I'm going to find a new hotel.
Okay. And
I couldn't find any great resorts around here that I wanted to go to, within a 5-8 hour range. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to go to a casino and blow all my money there.
Right.
And so I was like, you know what? We looked at videos. We know there's stuff down there we want to do, but I'm finding a new hotel.
Okay.
And so I went online and I found this place. It's called I'm sure it's a chain. I know it's a chain. Margaritaville Island Inn.
Okay.
And I'm looking down in Pigeon Forge. They have this thing called the Island, which is a huge lake in the middle, and it's got shops and restaurants all over the place and attractions and cool stuff to do.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, this is going to be wildly expensive. And actually, because we're staying 5 days, they have a 5-day and save thing.
Okay.
So the hotel that was costing me $900 at that Cambria whatever for 5 days is now costing me $1,100, $200 more. And I get a really, kind of looks like an attraction, has a nice balcony with chairs and overlooks the mountains and overlooks the lake and stuff. And so it looks and it's just surrounded by shopping and restaurants and everything else I could just walk to. And so I got super pumped, dude. And now I'm excited about my vacation again.
Mm-hmm. When you called them, did you call them or book it online?
I booked online.
You should call them 5 seconds after the show ends today.
Yeah.
And say, hey, what kind of handicap rates or accommodations do you have?
Oh, that's a good point.
You might save $200-$300.
Yeah. And do you think I'd save anything if I tell them it's my 20th anniversary too? Or
no, they won't give a damn about that. That's why people are coming there, is to celebrate anniversaries and birthdays or whatever.
Yeah, well, screw them. I'm important, and they're not.
Yeah, but be important for missing a leg.
Yeah,
because it's just bad PR if they don't give you a discount as a handicapped person.
As a handicapped person, I hate that I'm handicapped, dude. But I guess I should take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it. Think of it this way. I know how you think of it. You think of it as a two-legged man that you just don't want to acknowledge that you're a one-legged man.
Right.
You just don't want to acknowledge it. I'm going to tell you the other way. For every pain-in-the-ass thing that you do today, tomorrow, yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, because that leg's missing, you've earned whatever discount you can get from whatever place you get it from.
Yeah, I guess.
Take it that way. Don't take it as, look at me scamming the system, because you're not. I mean, it's not like you're making up. It's not like you got your leg tied behind your back. You really are missing a leg. You really have earned the spot.
Bob says you need a shower chair also. I guess I could probably ask for that, I guess, right?
You should.
You would think that they would have accommodations for that kind of thing, right?
Dude, I'm positive they might change your room to put you in a room that has all the, what do you call those, the handrails and everything in the bathtub and in the, next to the bed and, whatever, so that you can get up.
Let me tell you one of the handrails coming the best with missing a leg.
Okay.
On the toilet. Now, this is a clean show today, so I'm at least partially. hoping that it actually turns really cool here shortly. But
Sure.
I when you're sitting there, and after a while, and you're sitting there for a little bit, and you got this big, heavy prosthetic and stuff on, it sometimes can give you a pain to get up from the squatting position.
Sure.
And so, especially when a bigger dude, so having those handrails it's like a godsend. You're right. I probably should call them, huh?
You should absolutely call them and say, look, I booked. Here's my reservation number. I didn't see anywhere on here to acknowledge my handicap, but hopefully you can help me with that.
I've showered many showers on the floor because we didn't ask, and it sucks. Yeah, but I have
Bob's missing a leg, right?
Yeah. But
Bob,
I mean,
hold on real quick, Seth, and I'll let you go. Bob, in the chat, if you would, while we're talking, if he asks for it, do places like hotels and whatnot, do they offer any kind of A, accommodations, and B, discounts due to a handicap? If you could answer that in the chat, that would be awesome.
right.
All right, go ahead.
Now, I don't know if Bob does this, but I mean, I know that I do. Like for home, I used to have a shower chair, and then I realized I don't like it. I don't like sitting on. I don't like transferring from a wheelchair to a shower chair and that kind of stuff. And so I have a shower cover for my prosthetic, and so I can get into the shower wearing my prosthetic, stand there like a normal person, do the washing thing and everything else, and then when I'm done, I can take it off and wash the leg and everything.
But it's like a balancing act, right?
No, why? I have two legs.
Oh, you get in the shower with the metal leg?
With the metal leg, and I have they make them for prosthetics, and so you have it's like a plastic cover that seals around my thigh above the prosthetic, and so no water gets in, and it covers the entire leg with plastic and the foot with plastic, and so
all right,
and then it's fine. So
okay, I see you're teaching me. I'm unaware of these things.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it's a pain in the butt to sit there and put it on and everything else. I mean, it really is an inconvenience, but that's my life at this point. It's an inconvenience because I have one leg, and it's not going to change. In fact, it might get worse at some point. So yeah, it is what it is.
Do you got the kind of tub with the door thing on it, or no?
No, I don't. I should.
Is it a pain in the ass to step over with the?
Well, we have in our bathroom. It's huge, man. It's the size of a bedroom almost, and it's got a walk-in shower, and then it's got a jacuzzi tub, and then on the jacuzzi tub, it's got all the jets and all that kind of stuff, and has a thing on the wall to turn the jet. It's really nice, but then it has it's surrounded by a nice block of whatever you want to call it. It has the tub inside, so I can sit on the edge of that and kind of swing over into the tub. But even that would be helpful to have the handrails, because I'll tell you what, when you get sunk down into a tub and it's slippery because of all the water and soap or whatever, and then you're trying to get out of the thing with a leg, it ain't easy.
I'll bet.
It is not easy at all. I hate to give everybody now, just so I don't disgust everybody, I wear swim trunks into the tub, so you're not picturing me butt naked laying there. But it is what it is. I sit in the shower with my prosthetic, take it off, set it outside, dry off, and then put it back on. I get that. It's just the way that the walk-in shower is. It's not like I could just slide on in there.
Right.
I I guess I could go in and then have to reach out to put the leg and close the door. It would be more of a pain in the ass than just putting this cover on and walking in.
Well, going back to the original thought, I definitely think you should call them and and say, certainly ask for the accommodations, but dude, what is it going to hurt you to ask for a discount?
Yeah, I hate it, dude. I hate discounts for some reason.
Of course you do, but
look, I'll
tell you why, because you feel like it's an EBT card.
Not even that. Well, somewhat, but the other night we went to Wendy's, all right, and this kid, I had a coupon on my phone for $5 off 25 or more.
Okay.
And so I gave it to the kid, brand new Wendy's. So the kid had no idea what the hell he was doing. He was a nice guy, but he had no idea how to get this coupon to work or anything else. And he couldn't even just take $5 off of the price and say, here you go. So what he did was he comped the entire meal. Entire meal was $29.
So?
And I
Good
said to
for
the
him.
kid, I said, no, stop that. I was like, you guys are new. I understand you don't know how to use this thing yet. I was like, just charge me the $29. I'll pay the meal, and just give me my food. And so he rang everything back up, and I paid the entire amount because it's not his fault. I mean, he didn't know how to do it.
But it wasn't like you were stealing from him. He
No, but
offered.
Look, if they made a meal that was bad or like wrong or didn't cook it right or they had the wrong sandwiches or whatever, and then I had to return everything, that's one thing. I'll take the free meal because they just screwed it up. But this kid was trying his best to do what he could and then offered me a free meal. Well, I'm not going to take it. I don't want this poor kid on the first week of the job getting in trouble because he gave $30 worth of food away just because he didn't know how to work the coupon machine. I mean, it's not, I'm not going to cry over.
Yeah, but dude, you gotta let people be polite sometimes. It's why people aren't polite, is because everybody doesn't accept it. I'll give you a prime. I would have taken the meal. I would have absolutely taken the meal. And I'll tell you, I did something similar recently. I was over at Sheetz going through the drive-through, and I ordered some lunch. I ordered a turkey wrap and a Coke and a muffin. They have, for anybody that likes blueberry muffins, Sheetz is the number one place on this planet for blueberry muffins. Right. Just so you know. I go, place my order. The lady goes in, she comes out, she takes my card, she says, I'll be right back. She comes back to me and she goes, I hate to do this to you, but can I give you your blueberry muffin frozen? Because all we have is frozen ones. We don't have any. We sold out in the morning. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. No problem, right?
Right.
So what does she do? She hands me my card back and she says, thanks for being polite about it. Your meal is on us. Drive forward. And that was about the same amount of money. I mean, a sandwich is $10 and Pepsi's $4 and a muffin's probably $4. That's like $18. And she just comped me. Now, could she probably have gotten in trouble for that? Yes. But she was being polite, so I took that as polite.
I get it. And my daughter actually yelled at me on her way out to the restaurant. She gave you a free meal, Dad. I was like, yeah, but I don't want the kid to get in trouble.
Right.
I was like, next time if they screw up the meal or something like that, I'll take advantage of it. But sure. I'm not going to screw the poor kid. But that's fine, whatever. So the big news of the day, and I am going to dispute your news.
All right, go ahead.
Big news of the day that apparently this Hulk Hogan was on his deathbed.
Yes.
Now, I don't know where you heard that news, but
I'll put it on the screen. I will put it on the screen. There it is. Just so that we're clear that I didn't make it up.
Yes.
There it is.
Now, I am going to throw out to you that the greatest news organization on the planet has now refuted that story. Okay. And Mark is correct.
So he's not on his deathbed.
Confirms Hulkster still alive, just has back and neck pains, and is not on the deathbed. Rumors are untrue, according to TMZ. Okay. Now, I'll tell you this. Back in the day when I was doing news and stuff with Triv, I didn't give a crap what our news director at the time, which I'm having issues with now on Facebook, but I don't care what that dumb news director said. If TMZ said it, it was accurate. Right.
TMZ is usually pretty good.
They may be full of a bunch of garbage, entertainment nonsense, whatever news you want to call it, but they're generally accurate with their reporting.
Mm-hmm. Well, they have the spies everywhere to know.
Yes.
They definitely. Have you ever run into a TMZ guy? I have. No. Actually. I actually ran into a TMZ guy about 2 years ago, I guess it was. I was picking my mom up from the airport, and standing right outside the airport was a reporter guy and a guy with a camera, and had the big TMZ, sticker on the camera. Wow. They were here. They were trying to catch Stipe after a fight. Apparently they knew he was flying in from Vegas or something, and they were right outside at
good,
Hopkins trying to get an interview with Stipe.
They are good. I will say that.
They are good, and they're everywhere. It would make some sense if they were only in Los Angeles, like, because that's where they're based and that's where Hollywood is and all that. That would make sense. The fact that here in stupid Cleveland, Ohio, you got a camera guy and a reporter looking to catch 10 seconds with Stipe going, "It was a tough fight, but I'm glad I did it." It's pretty shocking that they have that kind of reach.
TMZ disputes this near-death rumor about the Hulkster started by Bubba the Love Idiot. Now, I will say this. Wasn't it the sex video of Hulk with Bubba's wife?
With Heather Clem.
Now, look, she was incredibly good-looking.
Very hot.
And so I cannot blame the guy, even though he was a childhood hero, and I really liked this whole American Eat Your Vitamins thing, and that kind of... I had more respect for him after that video because it was incredible to watch.
He was giving her some vitamin D.
Yes, and that's the most we'll say about that.
Yes. Hey, I'm walking the line.
Again, I don't. You don't like him, but he's a hero of mine, man.
I don't like him as a wrestler. I don't have any real problem with him. I just think that he was a bad wrestler. But I think the same of almost every one of the biggest names of all time. I hate Hogan. I can't stand Cena as wrestlers.
Yeah.
Hate Cena. Hated Hogan. Hate Flair. Didn't like Ultimate Warrior much.
Macho Man?
I liked Mach. But Macho was athletic. Macho did some athletic. Hulk Hogan never did an athletic thing in the ring in his life.
No, but he was the ultimate entertainer. I mean, when he came out to that music...
Like a clown.
Okay, not a clown. When he came out to that music and the whole arena erupts because it was American, this, that, it was amazing. And then when he got in the ring, and you always knew what was going to happen.
Of course.
But it made me happy. It made me happy as a child. When he was, being put to sleep, man. And, the guys got him in a chokehold or whatever. And next thing you know, the arm is going down once,
shaking,
going down twice, and then that third time it doesn't go down, and then
finger wave.
Yeah, and then the adrenaline through me just started going crazy. And he's like stands up and he does the slam and he does the leg drop, and then it's over, and then the music starts playing again.
Look, I'm not going to argue. I will not argue with you that he's a great showman. Again, my problem is great wrestler. No, and I say this, like Cena is even more egregious than Hulk. And Hulk with the stupid leg drop and whatever is just like terrible. But he's not as bad as Cena. John Cena might be the all-time worst wrestler that got super, super huge.
I don't know how he got super huge because I don't either. I agree with you. Oh, whatever this thing was, and
yeah, you can't see me, and I used to call his move, and it drove all my wrestling friends crazy because he had like three moves: the STF, the you can't see me, and what I always called the lazy shoulder. And it used to drive my wrestling friends crazy because I'd be like, okay, here comes Cena with the lazy shoulder. And that the lazy shoulder is when he runs and he bounces off the rope, and then he kind of throws his shoulder and knocks the guy down. And then he runs the other way and bounces off that side and does the lazy shoulder again. It is the worst move of all time.
Look,
and Cena gets credit for it.
But see, and we got to take a quick break here. But the other guy that I think gets a lot of credit, and I think was more showman than wrestler, was The Rock, dude. The people's elbows.
He wasn't good.
The people's elbows junk, dude. I mean, he wasn't a great wrestler, but he was a showman like you can't believe.
The people's elbow was nothing but an elbow drop.
That's it. It was jump over a guy and then drop an elbow.
But he stood there for a second and made you think about it, which made it impressive, I guess.
I guess, whatever. All right, let's take a quick break. What do you say?
Okay.
We got to do that for time purposes, and then we'll be right back here on the Seth Williams Show. Hang on.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.
This episode of the CMS Network is brought to you by our sponsor, Blackout Coffee. If you are a coffee lover, you will love what they are selling over at Blackout Coffee. Make sure you get yourself some. The only thing woke about this company is the drinker of the coffee, because it gives you quite a jolt. I am a personal fan of the Brutal Awakening Dark Roast, but everybody's a little bit different. Make sure you get what is your favorite today. Go to blackoutcoffee.com. Use the promo code CHRIA20 to save 20% on your first order. It's that simple. So one more time, blackoutcoffee.com. That is the link, or use the full link if you're going to shop around, that is scrolling on the bottom, and get yourself some of the best coffee that is out there today. blackoutcoffee.com.